From the Earthship studio in Brisbane, Australia.
Something else I discovered, and I found this quite shocking, that in the early 80s, as part of our state's political history, this entire region in the Daintree was earmarked for development. And just going off on a tangent here, if you can bear with me, the whole time I was up there, I was humming this old Midnight Oil song. I don't want to be no member of species that deceases. And those two words, species and deceases, I found odd, but it must have done its job because it stuck with me. And I repeated it while I was up there, and I'm not too sure why. Anyway, I dialed up this old video, and about halfway through, there's a still photo of this guy with a sign that says "Save the Daintree." And I read a bit more and realised there was such a thing called the Daintree Blockade. And if not for the actions of a few noble spirits, I call them now, this place could look a whole lot more different than the pristine state that I witnessed. So thank goodness for that. Dude followers would know that at the time I was not even in Queensland. I was across the ditch serving in Her Majesty's Armed Forces. And I had no interest in conservation. I didn't know who Midnight Oil was. I'd never actually met anyone Australian. So when I went to that concert, Midnight Oil promoting their latest album, I must admit I came out of there a changed person. What impressed me was their live performance. It was absolutely electric. And everything they did, the words that they sang and their actions, it was just like done with this gusto, this conviction, I would call it. And so I got to listening to their words and what their message was. And I thought, well, again, this noble spirit that I talk about. I just started nodding my head in agreement. And I don't think, if it wasn't for that one concert, I don't think I would have watched that video. I don't think I would have got the confidence to come across to Australia to raise a family. I don't think I would have gone with my university daughter to that lecture with Mikey Reynolds to where he discussed the Earthship Hut. And so therefore I would certainly not have built this thing in my backyard. So in my mind, it's all related. On the Earthship Hut, I look around today and I'm still amazed by it, its simplicity and the fact that I built it with no building experience required. And some would say, well, it's not exactly pretty, but I suppose that's kind of the point. It's, buildings and structures and life itself is not supposed to be pretty. These are the bullet points which I think is going to become a hallmark for the next generation. They're going to be interested in functionality. Does it work? How do you do it? Can I do it myself? Do I have to pay for it? So to me, this Earthship Hut has got enormous potential. So a lot of folks are inspired by art. You could see a painting or a film or read a book. Personally, I like music. And also I need to respect the artist. Who is this person? What do they stand for? Are they self-serving, or are they what I addressed before? Are they what I call the noble spirit? And you can observe this stuff. What is the message that they're saying? What is their body language like? Trust your eyes. Trust their eyes.